Hey, hey everybody. I'm live. I don't know if the notifications went out on YouTube or not, but what the hell? I feel like talking, and so I'm going to talk. I went to physical therapy yesterday, and in physical therapy, I found out that the shin muscle in my right leg is atrophied. Atrophied. That means that the muscle is dead, right? And so I can't lift my right leg, my right foot anymore. That's what they call foot drop. Um, wow, it's a weird situation to be in, you know. I don't really want to be broken. I really don't. I mean, look at the barbed wire on the back of this person. That's how I feel most of the time, which is unfortunate. It really is. I'm going to pin this link into the chat. I'm not pinning it. I'm just posting it in the chat, I guess. Whatever. Hi, Elihu. Yes, it is. It is rare for me to go online now, right? I mean, I used to do chronic pain on Thursday mornings every week, right? And now it's Thursday morning, and here I am doing a chronic pain stream. It's weird, but yeah, that is. I don't know. I how okay. Am I being angry? Am I being frustrated? Am I being unfair to myself? My father was 45 when he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I've known that I've had multiple sclerosis for 15 years. So I know what's happening to me. It's just that I don't remember. Uh, uh, 2 nights ago, apparently I was on a live stream with someone, and apparently I was being loud and obnoxious. I don't remember that. I don't. So, where am I at? Where am I at? Do you guys still like me talking? I mean, seriously, because I could stop anytime. that's what that's what everybody who's addicted to drugs says. I can stop anytime. I don't think I can stop YouTubing. I don't think I can. So that's the question. Where are we at? Where are we at? I posted the StreamYard link in the chat. You guys are welcome to come up. I know I asked Nina if she was willing to come up and talk about chronic pain. Elihu, thank you very much for being here or just dropping in. I'm okay with that. And oh, there you are. Hey, took a while for your camera to take effect, huh?
I don't have a shirt on and my hair's not combed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If I turned my camera on, I would look like a homeless person on on the
What's
street
not?
where you live. I would just uh, I haven't
What does a homeless
shaved
person
in
look like?
I haven't shaved in like 4 days, right? And so yeah, I've got cheek hair and the crown around my head with the hair there and everything, and yeah, not good.
I shaved yesterday. Well, I trimmed my face up yesterday. I haven't made any cut in my hair.
I'm still wondering where Nina's at. Yeah, I've been live for what 5 whole minutes now,
5 minutes,
and
38
Nina's
seconds.
not here. Potato Revan,
Potato
thank
Revan's
you
here.
for being here. Hi. Yeah, chronic pain is not a subject that most people want to talk about, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Potato, if you want to hop up here, there's no captains or admirals on the stream, so come on up, dude.
Yeah. So I will tell my story. I have multiple sclerosis. Most of you guys know that. And there's Nina. Hi, Nina.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, Nina.
Hi.
Almost. I am almost high.
Almost high. Almost.
I'm cleaning out my bowl right now.
I've got an ounce. I've got an ounce in my drawer right here. You can have it. You just have to drive 4 hours up to Coulterville to get it.
Yeah, I don't have a car, man. Now, yesterday,
You know what?
Look at this. Yesterday, I had $31 in my account, right? I could have used that for weed. I'm like, it's $4.20, but I need to use this to fix my scooter. So I put a second post up yesterday saying, hey, I got money for my scooter, but extra donation since it's $4.20, right? Cool. I got $1 an hour. I'm like, thank you for the $1. Then I got $30. I'm like, oh, sweet. I went to the dispensary. So now my goal for my scooter is now like $27. So, hey, I got weed. I feel a lot better.
You know what, Elihu? I need to drive down to San Francisco and actually visit you. I really do.
I tell that to a lot of people.
I mean, you're only 3 hours away from me.
Yeah, when are you going to do that? I'd like to meet him too, you know.
I don't know, Nina. What the hell?
You come down here, I'll get you stoned, and I'll play tourist, And I know the tourist hidden gems where you don't have to, basically like the cable car. People waiting on
Oh, okay. So more than just Fisherman Dwarf.
Exactly.
Yeah, right on. Okay. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to make a weekend out of it.
Hey, we can catch the cable car, and I'll tell you where to get on the cable car so you do not have to stand in line for 20 to 30 minutes. The idiots stand in line. The locals go somewhere else.
All right. Me and Nina are gonna be down there on Saturday night then.
Sounds good.
It's supposed to rain this weekend. I wouldn't.
Actually, you know what? I've found that tourist destinations like San Francisco, often it's better to go during the week than it is on a weekend.
Oh, hell yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. So like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, right? It would be better to show up at the tourist destinations that you're talking about.
Yes. For example, on Tuesday, Wednesdays, the average wait time for the cable car pallet market is about 10 minutes. Weekends, you're talking 20, 45 minutes to stop on a cable car.
Yeah, and since I have to walk with a walker now, thank you, Nina.
You're welcome, dear.
Okay. So hey, let's schedule it then. Next week. Tuesday.
Have vacation here on weekends.
Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're gonna come down there. Me and Nina, we're gonna come visit you.
Cool. I'll take you guys on my cable car. We'll go to the Penny Arcade. We'll get some authentic chowder bowl. Where the bowl is made of sourdough bread.
Oh, I love the sourdough.
Yeah, that's chowder bowl.
Yeah, fantastic.
We'll
Obviously
battleship.
I make my own sourdough often.
I know.
I had a 300-year-old sourdough, but unfortunately, I couldn't keep it alive. So that was pretty bad. Losing a 300-year-old sourdough is really bad.
Yeah, your Michelin stars just went down by 2. Okay.
Parrot Head, I don't remember last night.
Wait, Parrot Head's here?
Yeah, Parrot Head is in the chat.
Crap.
I don't remember last night, so please forgive me for anything I said offensive. But yeah, I had to have my uncle put me in bed last night. That's how bad I was.
Yeah, he was not good at all.
Okay, my pain level right now is at a 4 compared to 10 being bad.
I remember having the hiccups.
Yes.
Oh boy. Yes, I remember having the hiccups. Thank you, Parrot Head. I was really bad last night.
How about you? You got canceled another week.
No worries. Well, again, like I said, I will go through the progression of my disease. In 2006, I came back from Iraq, right? And so I was running, and my left foot fell asleep. Right? You sleep on your arm or something like that, and your arm falls asleep. In 15 minutes, your arm comes back, and you can feel your arm again, and all that stuff. Well, with me, when I was running, and I was running a 7-minute mile. I mean, I was running fast, right? And then my left foot fell asleep, and I nearly fell and tumbled
while you were running,
place, right? While I was running, yeah. And that was 2006. In 2008, I started having visual problems because my left eye was not tracking along with my right eye.
Sorry, hang on for a second. I got to address something in the chat. Olevato, Gigantes are number uno, dude. Come on, 2 out of 3 against Mets. Come on, dude. Wait till they fucking play the Dodgers.
Orale, Latino Slant, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, when we yell, let's go, Brandon, we're talking about Crawford, Belt. Yeah, Posey retired, but still. You got to come on. Golden Glove, Crawford, hello, Belt. Better than the Dodgers, man.
Oh, please, come on. Go back to the Dodgers song that Danny Kaye sang, right? How does that song go? I can't remember it. Hold on.
Well, you know, when
your hospital. No, I gotta pull it up. Hold on.
I think Latino Slant's worst song in the world is "When the Giants Come to Town." It's bye bye, baby.
I am so going to do the Dodger song for you guys. You're gonna love it. Hold on. Let me get that up. The Dodger song. The Dodger.
You're just trying to piece Paulie, aren't you?
Song. I have to do it by Danny Kaye. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. By Danny Kaye. There. See, I got it. Okay. D. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. I need to share my screen to do this, don't I?
Let's go slap. There's gonna be
Yes,
some
you
music for
do.
you.
Share screen, share audio, Microsoft Edge tab, Danny K, Dodger song. There you go. Here, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I can.
Ain't gonna do it. Not gonna do
Because
it.
I can.
Mm.
718-937 for the soft touch for those making a request. So I say D, I say D-O, D-O-D, D-O-D-G,
D-O-D-G-E-R-S.
team, O, I say O-M, O-M-A, O-M-A-L, O-M-A-L-L-E-Y, oh really? No O'Malley. Sandy Koufax, might rise there, Maury Wills, I love you so, and we defy the J-I-N-T.
Okay, so that was not what I intended. I intended
Yeah.
for that to be a karaoke. Yeah, it didn't
You
work out
need
that
to
way.
put karaoke down, silly.
Okay, Mr. CCD, highlight where it says quotes, Dodger song. Copy that, put that in the search bar, and add the word karaoke.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Karaoke. Got it. Okay.
Oh, by the way, there's a Marvel just announced some Spider-Man movies: Spider-Man 4, The Amazing Spider-Man 3, Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales Rising.
For some reason, no one has ever done the Dodger song as a karaoke. Oh, wait. No,
There you
that's
go.
Danny Boy.
Translation.
Yeah, that's Danny Boy. No, I'm not. Yeah, no. For some reason, people don't like Danny K. I don't understand it.
You know,
I
Latino
love
Slant,
dancing.
he likes to sing on his stream, so maybe he has a karaoke version. Paulie, you want to
He
come up?
might. He might.
Come on, dude.
Well, Latino Slant is welcome up here, obviously.
You love to sing, man. Come on.
I still have the. I still have the link in the chat, right?
Yes, it's pinned. I think it's.
I didn't
I'm
pin
sure
it.
it's pinned.
I didn't pin it. Okay. But yeah, of course. Happy Dinosaur. Happy Dinosaur 8000. Holy cow, I haven't
Boy,
talked
it's
to you
been
in
a while.
like 6 months. Holy cow.
Everybody get off the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur.
It's nice to see you, Happy Dinosaur. I'm really glad you're here.
You know, I'm taking off
Let
in
me
about
stop.
half hour because
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen there.
I'm taking off in about half hour because that's when the game starts. Giants and Mets.
Ah, well, the Giants are gonna win.
Wait, Mets away. Who are the playing against?
It's only okay. So when I went to baseball games, I went to LA, right? The LA Dodgers Stadium up in and then the Diamondbacks in Phoenix. Those are the baseball games I went to. I've never actually gone to a football game. I went to a indoor football game. What was that? Arena football. And that was in Texas. And that's the only football game I've been to other than I was in the band in Paramount. I was in the band in Flagstaff. So I did go to all those football games. Oh wow. I've been holy cow, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
I've
Yeah,
been there.
one of the most.
I actually been to a football game once, and I had some very good seats. Well, consider what seats are, and I really couldn't tell what was going on. I'm like, I can get better action and follow what's going on TV than at the actual football stadium. Baseball, that's a different thing. You can sit anywhere in the stadium, and you can actually see what's going on.
In was it 99 or 2000? It had to have been 2000. It had to have been 2000. Yeah, I was the tuba player in the first Cav division band, right? The tuba player. Like we did have 3 tuba players at one point. However, when we went to Mardi Gras at in 2000, I was the tuba player. And there we only had one because the other guy had a back problem and we had not received the new guy. So I was the tuba player in Mardi Gras. Oh my God, that was so much fun. Oh my God, it was Fat Tuesday, and I was in the parade. We literally had to have one of those stockings over the bell of the tuba so that people wouldn't throw cups and stuff into my tuba bell.
Yeah, people do that, man. I've seen it done before.
Oh my God, that was, oh shit, I can't believe that was 22 years ago. Holy cow. Man, I've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
I really have. I've been everywhere.
Yeah, happy dinosaur.
Crazy. Love it. Love it.
I've been through Dallas, Fort Worth, Phoenix, Albuquerque, Mexico. I've got the rest of the song.
This is impromptu, obviously. I was not intending to do this, but I felt like talking. So here I am talking.
Yeah, I got a half hour to kill before the game starts. So.
Yeah, well. 2006, when I came back from Iraq, that's when my left leg started going numb. Now, what is it? 2022, right? So 16 to 22 is a lot.
Numbers. Too early for math.
Numbers hard.
Especially if you're in Florida, you got a 41% of math books. I'm like, what is that? Do you actually know what 41% is?
Okay.
Depending on the math book. So.
Yeah, 16 would be 10. And then 22 is what? 18 years? No, 16 years. 16 years. That's how long I've been trying to get a diagnosis, right?
Stop doing math, you're going to get a headache.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the last neurologist I went to just a few months ago, he said, "I don't think you have MS," and I go, "Okay, what do I have then?" Because I can barely walk, right? So I have something, obviously. So what do I have? You don't think I have MS? What do I have then? Please tell me.
I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know.
Oh, as a matter of fact, one of the neurologists I went to see in Los Angeles, she said that she thinks I have complications due to PTSD. So my PTSD was her diagnosis for my physical condition. I was like, really?
Time to get a new doctor.
Kronos, if you are not seeing our avatars, I apologize for that. If you are only seeing white circles, then I will turn on my camera. Hello, everybody. See?
Eek.
I'm not joking. I actually do have the mustache and the beard that go along with my avatar.
Yeah, I just have no shirt and my hair is uncombed, so my camera's staying off.
I choose not to take my shirt off. It is raining up here, actually, and that's a
Yes,
good
it
thing.
is.
Yeah.
It's just mostly cloudy right now. It was raining last night.
Well,
Yes, Kronos, yes. You have to say CC DVD. I don't know why you have to say that, but you do. That's fine.
He needs an upgrade. He needs to be CC Blu-ray.
No, thank you, Happy Dinosaur. Yes, it is a very good mustache. And
No,
I do
moustache.
actually I have the wax and the comb. I can actually curl it into the, the Snidely Whiplash curl. I just haven't done it yet. I just got the wax and the comb yesterday in the mail.
Everybody has facial hair, Kronos. Even women. They're called eyebrows.
I have dated some women with eyebrows that are, wow, just amazing. Yeah, I shaved once.
Once.
Oh, you can't get this amazing mustache. You can't get this amazing mustache without shaving. So yes,
Mustachio.
I shaved once.
I don't like lip hair.
What was it? 2 days ago, right? That we went to Sonora, or was it yesterday that we went to Sonora?
yesterday.
It was yesterday. Okay, yeah, we went to Sonora. A couple days before that, I bought brand new razors. For my whatever the hell razor I use, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I bought cartridges for it a couple days ago, and
Let it hurt him.
eventually I'm going to get in the shower. I swear I will. I just.
I thought that was Uptown Funk, not you.
Well, today's not a good day for a shower.
If it's raining, just step outside, okay?
Yeah, I'm really.
That's
All
what we
right,
look at
Parrot
Katrina.
Head. Have a good day at work, Parrot Head. Right on. And yes, Kronos, yes, I do go by CC DVD if you must call me that. I'm fine with that.
Conservative Christian, disabled vet, dude.
Hey, you know what? I don't mind being late. Yes, that is correct. That is what my name is a conservative Christian disabled vet.
Dude. CCDVD.
The DVD part, I think, was a joke on Overlord DVD.
The D stands for
I
dude.
think
Come on.
I think that was a joke on Overlord DVD. Like he thought I was. Well, no, I don't think he thought I was Doomcock. He just likes to put that in there, which is fine. No, it's fun. It is fun.
I'm never late for dinner.
Let's see. In 2009, January of 2009, we got. I had been platoon sergeant for the fuel platoon in Germany in Mannheim, right? So we would go out and fill up helicopters, made sure that the fuel was recirculated and no water in it, and we were good. So we went out and filled up the helicopters. I was platoon sergeant for 6 months. And then we got a guy from the school, Fort Lee, Virginia. He had been an instructor there for 2 years or 3 years, maybe. Anyway, whatever. He outranked me, so he became platoon sergeant.
Yeah, you have education, you automatically become an outright.
Yeah, and so I went down and it became the fuel accountant instead. But in January 2009, he had all of us, the E5s. We didn't have any E6s in the. Okay, so it was just the E5s. In January, he had us moving furniture from the basement to the sub basement. Is that right? It was the first floor of the motor pool, and he was having us take everything down to the basement. Okay, so the sub basement was another 20 steps down. That's what it was. Okay, so we were moving things, and I had a friend of mine put a desk on a dolly, and I did not put a ratchet strap around it, right? So I that's my fault, entirely my fault. However, I was trying to stabilize the desk while it was going down those 20 steps.
Ouch.
And it fell off the dolly, and it knocked me down the second flight of stairs. And luckily, the basement door was open. And so when I fell, my back hit the door and I fell face first. And then I started sliding down the steps.
Whee!
Yeah. And so my right ankle caught one of the steps and it ripped my ankle into pieces. I mean, I've got 2 pins, 4 screws, and a plate still in my ankle to this day.
Ow.
And it's been 13 years. 13 years, and I've still got all of that hardware in my ankle. Yes. So, yeah, accidents happen,
It happens. What? Accidents.
I was having difficulty. I was having difficulty running up to the point where it broke my ankle, right? And then I broke my ankle. I was off my feet for 6 months. I literally had a cast on my leg for 6 months. And I was doing fine. I started doing the swim, the 800-meter swim for the Army instead of the 2-mile run.
A lot easier on your feet. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was doing just fine. I was, but unfortunately around 2011, I was on my 4th deployment and I was in Iraq and my legs fell asleep. You know what that means, right? Like pins and needles, ants crawling all over your skin.
Yes, like you take a step and all of a sudden everything gets twisted inside.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been
like,
experiencing that past week. Yeah.
God, that hurts so much. But every single step I take is like stepping on a bed of nails. every single step I take. And it's been 12 years, right? I mean, I was literally in Iraq. I was on my 4th deployment when that happened. And I still served another 5 years after that deployment. And they kicked me out. It's like 18 years of service, not a single bad review.
They did not want you to get to the 20, man.
I was a senior non-commissioned officer, E7 in the Army, and they just said, "Okay, bye."
They did not want you to get the 20. That's why.
Yep, that's exactly why.
My pension. Okay, 2015 to 22. That's 8 years, right? 7 years. 7 years. In 7 years, my pension would have been less than what they paid me to get out of the Army. They paid me $155,000.
They bribed you.
They paid me $155,000, and my ex-wife spent it all, obviously. But
yeah,
yeah, it was like, okay, $155,000. I could buy
a nice house in Arizona.
Yeah,
that's what 30 to 40,000.
But no,
yeah.
that's not what
60.
we did, because we were still together, and so she wanted to live in the valley, and we rented a house for 2 years, and there goes all the $155,000. Bye. It's all gone.
About 150 grand. I moved to Alaska.
Unbelievable. But that, it is what it is. The lovely Sherry, thank you for being here.
Hi, Sherry.
It was nice to see you. Thank you. And Kronos, yes, I'm trying not to be angry.
Why do you acknowledge the troll? Oh wait, he's the good troll. That's right.
He's the good troll. I'm just trying not to be angry. I just found out yesterday that my shin muscle is atrophied, like completely dead. I can't lift my right foot anymore.
Both of my shin muscles have been atrophied since I was like a teenager. I got strong calf muscles. But below that, boom, it's thin as rocks. That's why I don't like wearing shorts in public.
Right. Well, I found that out yesterday. The reason that
your phone.
the reason that my right foot is trying to curl in on itself is because the shin muscle is atrophied. That's what I found out yesterday. Is my toe, my foot, is all trying to curl in on itself because the calf muscle is still strong, but the shin muscle has atrophied, and so I can't.
Like that.
I can't lift my right foot, which means I have to actually reach down, pick up my big toe, and put it into the shoe. It's absolutely insane.
For me, it's the pinky toe that I have a problem with. Yeah, it's great for balance, but I have really little control over it. I have a hard time moving it sometimes.
I know that we those of us who live with chronic pain, right? We have to talk about it sometimes.
Yes.
It's just that, last night I went overboard. I did.
I have not been pain free in over 25 years. I've been pain tolerant.
I don't know how much. Okay, fair enough. Yes, I have been dealing with the tolerance problem for 15 years, and when the VA took away narcotics, I started drinking alcohol. Right, I was a teetotaler. I was. I would drink maybe 3 beers on a weekend. For 15 years, I was a teetotaler.
Nah, I discovered weed. That helped me relax and calm me down, less pain. I'm like, well, this is really good. I knew that drinking would actually kill your liver, and I didn't want that to happen when I got older. Um, I already smoked
Yeah.
tobacco. Weed helped me out. I'm like, hey, I don't feel any pain when I'm walking around. I don't feel any pain when I'm sitting and chilling. This is cool. I like being stoned. I became a functional stoner.
I really do wish that I could do weed. I really do. Okay, so I take one bud, right, and I stick it in the end of my cigarette, right? If I smoke one bud at the end of my cigarette, I am usually fine. Usually. However, sometimes it's the same batch of weed. I mean, I'm getting it out of the same zip top bag, right? And I'm getting that same bud, and I'm putting it at the end of the cigarette, and then sometimes I'm just gone completely, like on the floor, gone, bad.
It's probably has something to do with your metabolism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be. I'm assuming, and this is just an assumption, but I'm assuming because I have seasonal allergies that I am actually allergic to weed.
You could be. It's a possibility. Some people are allergic to tobacco.
Yeah,
Even
and
smoke itself.
I can smoke tobacco no problem, but weed.
Yeah, talk to your doctor, dude.
Yeah.
Have the doctor run some blood tests. Like, hey, I need to find out if I'm allergic to cannabis or not because that helps. But sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, let you talk to your doctor about that, man.
There was a time, when I was on I was on Percocet, 5 milligram Percocet 3 times a day. And I was fine. I could do construction work. I could do, I could walk 8 miles. I could do anything, everything that I've ever been able to do. And then the VA said, "Oh no, you can't be on Percocet because you're only 40." Okay. So I found wine.
And whiskey.
Whiskey is actually more recent. Yeah, I only found whiskey in the last couple of years. So I was better on wine than I am on whiskey. I'm not very good on whiskey, I can tell you that.
No.
I am not a drinker. I mean, a 24-ounce beer will last me a whole baseball game.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, okay, I get it. The VA got slammed by the media for giving out narcotics to veterans. All right. However, when I was on narcotics, I did not drink. When I was on narcotics, I did not drink. And they will not give me narcotics because I'm drinking now. It's the whole catch-22, right? You're drinking, so we won't give you narcotics. But when I was on narcotics, I didn't drink. And you know what? Screw you guys. I'm just gonna.
The government is famous for catch-22. It's like you need an ID, but you need your social security card. Okay, your social security card, you need an ID.
Yep.
Yeah, the government's full of catch-22s.
It's all catch-22s. Yes. Well, that's why I like to do the chronic pain streams for you guys. For myself, actually, it helps me a lot, and I know it helps Nina to talk about it too.
Yes.
The revelations over the last couple of weeks have made me. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I've been so for the last 2 months, I've been trying to get my brother into a long-term care facility because he had a stroke a couple of years ago, and he has diabetes, and he doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't take his medications or anything like that. When he is in a facility, he takes his medications and he eats the food that is presented to him. So that's why I want to get him into a facility now,
Yes.
because he needs it. He needs it. And I can't be when Nina, how far back do I go? Do I go all the way back to when my brother had his stroke?
That's what I would do.
Okay, November of 2020, my brother had a stroke and he went into the hospital. It took us 3 months to get him out of the hospital and get him home. So in April, he was home. April 2021, he was home. In May of 2021, my mother died. We knew it was coming. She had pulmonary arterial sclerosis, or PAH, or whatever it was. So the arteries in her lungs were not delivering oxygen to her bloodstream, and I knew in May that she was going to die, because she was going from 80% oxygen to 70% oxygen to 60% oxygen. And when my sister called me the morning that my mom died, she said, she's down to 40%. And I went, okay, I'll be there in just a few minutes. And so I drove up there and I called hospice and I said, we need to get a bed for my mom. And yeah, 3 hours later, she was dead. Got it. So now I'm stuck with my brother. And he's like, I don't even believe that mom is dead now. And I go, yes, mom is. Oh, God damn it, Bill. Okay, fine. We will take 2 months for you to come to grips with the fact that mom is dead now. You're going to sell your house and we are going to move to Williams. And that's what we did. And he's been going downhill ever since. So he's been in the hospital for 2 months now because he went to he literally vomited all over everything in his bedroom, his bed, his TV, his dresser, his the washer and dryer, everything. He vomited on everything. And then he went and drove 2.5 hours down to the Phoenix VA and checked himself in. They managed to save his leg. That's how bad his diabetes is. They managed to save his leg. Great. So for 3 months, I've been trying to get him into a long-term facility so he can have at least a decent life. And here I am, stumbling around Coulterville, hoping for the best. They elected me as quartermaster.
Are they mad?
They will be when I forget to pay the bills. You know what a quartermaster does for a VFW post, right? He pays the bills. He makes
Yeah.
sure that the bar is making money. He makes sure
The accountant,
that,
basically. Yeah, the accountant manager.
yeah, the quartermaster is basically the accountant, and so they're going to be really mad at me in a few months when I forget to pay the light bill or something.
I think you need to talk to them. That's what I think.
Well, the problem is that Ken just doesn't want to do it anymore. Richard volunteered to be the commander because nobody at the post wants to be commander. So Richard is commander, and Richard is in the first stages of dementia. So what do we do? What do we do? We have a commander who has dementia. We've got a quartermaster who has multiple sclerosis, and we've got other officers that just don't want to do a goddamn thing around the post anymore. So what do we do? What do we do? Moira Kitty, thank you for being here.
Meow.
Meow. I meant to purr, and it didn't roll through my
You
throat.
mean like a...
That's what I meant to do. Yeah.
Stop clearing your throat. Purr.
It's nice to have the Oklahoma governor here. Thank you.
Robert Morse died from Mad Men.
Really?
Yeah, he was 90. It just came in.
Well, long life, yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's funny. My grandfather was 88 when he passed away, right? And people said he was so young. 88 is young? Really?
My father died when he was like, was it 82, 83, and he was the youngest out of like 10.
Oh, Mountains of Elysium. Hello, Mountains of Elysium.
What's
Good to see you, my emerald friend.
It's called the GoFundMe raising.
If you have not donated to Moira Kitty, you should. I was only able to give what I think it was $50, right? But yeah, I gave to the Moira Kitty Fund. I think it was worth it. I want to see an Oklahoma governor on my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you just go to Moira Kitty's, you know what? Let me make her a wrench so that she can put her link in there, and you guys can all do the thing where you donate to her.
What's going on with Moira Kitty?
She's looking for donations for her gubernatorial campaign for Oklahoma.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I make her? How do I make her a wrench? How do I give her a wrench?
Look in the chat. No, highlight the 10:04 a.m. comment.
Private chat. I'm here. Comments. I'm here. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how to.
Mr. ZZDV, look at the StreamYard comments. See where it says U.S. citizens only can contribute to this website?
Okay. Well, that's That's fine. I mean, you're talking about U.S. citizens, 50 states. There's plenty of people who can donate. I know she can't take foreign donations, so
Yeah, that's why she said
mountains,
U.S. citizens can
yeah,
only. Yeah, she's already
like
rent. She wants to.
Mountains of Elysium wouldn't be able to, donate, but everyone else can.
Yeah, she's already a wrench, and her link is already in the chat. If you, yeah, there it is. That's what I was trying to get to you, man.
Yeah, Moira McCabe for Oklahoma. She's not a wrench, though. She should have a wrench. Is she a wrench?
Mountains, I'm working. I think Mountain said 2 years.
No, I'm bad at this.
And she says wrench. I think you misspelled wench. Ducking spell check.
Yeah, everyone outside of the 50 states is able to go on PayPal and give money as well.
Without the cost.
So again, donate. I say donate to Moira McCabe. Moira Kitty. I love Moira Kitty, obviously.
Something related to the campaign, like a phone bill personal phone bill that she may need to actually pay, that she's kind of getting behind. The personal stuff unrelated to campaign issues. Like, oh, she needs emergency cat food. Okay, there you go. She's got the munchies. Cat food time.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are crazy. When does the baseball game start?
In 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So you're out in 3 minutes. I need someone else up on the panel. Let me post the link again. Maybe Moira would want to come up. What do you think?
Maybe.
So it's Giants versus Mets today.
Yep.
Yeah, not my kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of sports ball.
I'm a Giants fan, man.
I was an all-star basketball player, but that was a long time ago.
The thing is, I'm not using MLB link or the Comcast link. I have to wait till the game actually starts before I can watch it. I can't watch the pregame show.
It really was a long time ago when I played basketball. It really was. However, in the Army, sometimes, 5 days a week, we would have to do physical training, right? So push-ups, sit-ups, running, all that stuff. And then once in a while, like maybe once a week, we'd be able to play a sports game, right? So,
well, Cronus likes dodgeball. Hey, can you dodge a wrench?
Can you dodge a wrench? That's a good question. Can you dodge a wrench?
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
But
it was fun for me because I always got picked last, right? Like there were 20 of us in the platoon, and they wanted to play basketball, and so I always got picked last. I to this day I still don't understand why I got picked last, because every week I would knock their socks off every single time. I rebounded better than they did. I ran up and down the court better than they did. Every single time. The only thing I couldn't do was dunk. Right? So I couldn't take the basketball and jump 8 feet in the air and dunk. That's the only thing I couldn't do. But I rebounded and I passed and I ran. I was the forward most of the time. And for some reason, they always picked me last every single time. And they would comment after the game like, damn, Mr. CCDV, you are a good basketball player. And I go, I know I'm a good basketball player. I don't know why you guys keep picking me last.
I was never into basketball. Yeah, that was one sport I was never really into.
Baseball. I honestly think that my problem with baseball stemmed from my cataract. I had a cataract, congenital cataract. So 20/30 vision my entire life, right? Basketball, for some reason, I could throw the ball and it would go into the net. No problem. But for some reason, baseball, I cannot catch. I can throw, but I cannot hit. Right?
I can throw, I can catch, and I can hit.
So
I'm a great pitcher.
throwing, that's why I was always in the outfield. I was always in the outfield because I could throw.
Dude, I
can't
love
catch
pitching.
and I can't hit, but I was always in the outfield because I could throw.
No, I love pitching because I'm in one spot. I got very little movement. Most of my momentum is the upper body. It's great for my feet. I don't have to run out to the ball.
Yeah,
There's a DH
Moira
for me.
Kitty. Moira Kitty, it is also mental. A lot of physical pain also has to do with mental pain. And so, yes, absolutely, it is not just physical, it is mental as well.
Yes.
And I'm not an expert. I'm not a sociologist or anything like that. I just host this pain stream because people need to talk about their pain, whether it be physical or mental. And I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Shit. Damn it.
That's a lot of dead air. We're not allowed to have dead air.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to adjust it. Sorry, I got the game going on in a separate open tab, so I'm actually paying attention to the game and you at the same time.
Oh, look at that. Moira is here. Hi, Moira.
Meow.
Hello. I look like shit right now, so I'm not even trying to have anybody see me.
Oh, don't worry about it. Nina is literally in the living room, and I'm in the smoking media room. You know?
Y'all cohabitating in the same place?
For now, yeah, for another month.
Oh, right on, right on. I didn't know y'all lived near each other.
Well, normally Nina lives in Tucson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's just visiting up here in California.
She wanted to
see Yosemite Valley again.
That's fair. That would be worth going. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so she's
that'd be the only part of California I think would be worth seeing.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so too.
And I'm not even putting down people. I'm just. I've been there 4 times. It was like increasing disaster every time I went.
LA sucks.
Nina and I are going to go down to the Winchester Mansion.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Have you? Do you know what the Winchester Mansion is?
I saw a movie based on it, and I say fuck that.
Yes, there's magnetite buried on the ground because a friend of mine got fired for digging one up.
Oh, it is so much fun going there and going on the tour.
Man, I can't handle creepy things anymore. I think that's part of my problem. Like y'all ever get what's called intrusive thoughts?
I get intrusive thoughts all the time. Yes.
And that's one of my biggest problems. Like my depression, my depression. I'm so used to it. Like it don't even faze me really. I'm just kind of meh. Like I don't even take medication for that because like if I can live with it, I don't take medication for it 'cause I hate feeling like I'm tethered to a medicine bottle. I fucking hate it. And but the
Mountains
intrusive
of
thoughts, man, I
Elysium.
have to take Klonopin for that.
Mountains of Elysium brings up the point that yes, that's Governor Moira to you.
First off, I'm probably not going to win, but I do love y'all's support. I do. It helps balance out and cancel out some of the haters. I don't get a lot of haters commenting on my TikTok, but there is a few. They're like, one guy yesterday was like, "You're not going to win unless you cheat like the Democrats." And I'm like, "You're under the impression that your current governor doesn't cheat, my friend."
Kronos, yellow fingernails. Yes, I've got a lot. No, my thumb and forefinger are yellow because of how much I smoke. Yes. So, yes, that is true.
I'm assuming you roll your own cigarettes or smoke filterless cigarettes.
Oh no, I smoke Camel Blue. I roll my own. Like 110.
Wow.
It's like $110 a carton, but yeah, I smoke those. I don't have the patience to roll my own.
I roll my own. It's cheap.
I usually do. It is partially because I never completely finish a cigarette. There's always some tobacco left, so I get all the stubbies together and roll a cigarette or two because tobacco is expensive. You gotta be chintzy with it.
How much do you pay a pack?
I think it's like $6 something.
What? Average price here is $9 to $11 for a pack of smokes.
To be fair, it's 12 in a pack.
Well,
but so I would smoke basically the equivalent of half a pack to you guys. But my full pack is I'll show you.
Okay, if you go into a tobacco shop, you can buy the
those are about
machine,
$9 here,
right? And you can buy
a lot of states are expensive here because they it's considered a cigar. They raised the cigarette tax. They didn't raise the tobacco tax, at least not at first. And so those weren't considered cigarettes, so they stayed at a reasonable price while other cigarettes went up. It was like a weird loophole.
Yeah, smoking is bad for your health.
That was not minding your business, sir.
Do you realize what stream you're on? This is chronic pain. I'm suffering through chronic pain.
Yes.
So if I can have a cigarette and a shot of whiskey, just let me have a cigarette and a shot of whiskey, please.
I do. I just ask you not to do so much don't do damage to yourself. That's all I ask, man.
He already has damage.
No,
yeah, well, I got stoned and I missed it, so.
Yeah, yesterday when I was yesterday when I was in physical therapy, right? I did the bicycle machine where you just move your legs constantly, right? For 10 minutes. Yeah. And I did that. And then my physical therapist put me in a chair and he tapped on my my shin muscle. Ooh. Right? The right leg shin muscle. He tapped on it.
Shin splint?
Oh my God, no, I wish it were a shin splint. No, the muscle is atrophied. It's atrophied.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that means the muscle is dead. It's never.
I know what atrophy means.
Never going to come back. Yeah.
What I do to prevent that, or try to, is I go like this, and it.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, you can do that a little bit. Even if you can do as much as you can, it will help a little bit.
Well, that's the problem. I can't. I literally cannot do that anymore.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
3 weeks ago I could do that.
Not now.
Yeah, today I can't do it. I cannot lift my right foot. Period. I literally have to throw my right foot out in front of me in order to walk.
That is wild. What the fuck?
Oh, well, it's multiple sclerosis, you know.
Yeah.
Until it reaches my brainstem, I'm still intelligent. I'm still able to talk.
Right.
Oh, you're so smart. SMRT.
But I am losing all of my physical ability.
I'm
at
not
this
trying to
point.
sound stupid, but I thought multiple sclerosis bothered people's back. I thought it was muscular dystrophy that was causing muscular issues.
Weird, right? It's very
I
similar.
mean, I haven't read really a whole lot into multiple sclerosis, so I'm just saying that's what I thought.
There are different types of multiple sclerosis. The kind where you go into remission, right? The R&R type of multiple sclerosis. Most people can live into their 60s and 70s with RR multiple sclerosis. I have primary progressive.
Oof.
PPMS.
Man, the word progressive is never good, not in politics or medicine.
I know. However, yes, I have PPMS. So, unfortunately,
does not PMS.
Yeah. Well, actually,
I thought PMS was put in with the men's shit.
My girlfriend apparently had PMS a couple of days ago.
It happens. Wait, how old is your girlfriend, bruh?
She's not actually my girlfriend.
Oh,
We're
well,
just
that's not what I was asking. Like, how old is she though?
Oh, she's 50 or 52 or something.
If she's still dealing with PMS, I think it's a different hormone shift she might be dealing with there, bro.
Quicksand kickstand. Never seen you before. Hello, welcome.
I can't see the chat, but hello.
Hello.
Oh wait, can I? Oh, actually, yeah. I guess I'm over here. I can. Yeah.
You got comments.
Hello, Quicksand.
Yeah, while smoking can be bad for your health, it can be even more unhealthy for self-righteous gobshites.
Yes. Yes, Mountains of Elysium. Yes.
To stop smoking.
I know, right? You know what I love? I love it when people go, you know, cigarettes cost such and such amount. And if you would go like 2 years without smoking, you could afford a sports car. I'd be like, do you have a sports car? No. Then shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Exactly. It's like, seriously, I when the last time I went to Disneyland, and I'm not joking about this, the last time I went to Disneyland, there are 3 smoking areas that you're allowed to go to, right? And so I literally had to go to a smoking area in order to smoke at Disneyland. And while I was in the smoking area, some Karen came up to me and said, "Smoking is bad for you. You should stop smoking." And I said, "Can you cure multiple sclerosis?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Go fuck off."
Right. If my health is in jeopardy, I think, you know, well, I mean, even if it's not, I think it's my business if I want to smoke. My biggest issue is informed consent. As long as you at least understand what you're doing and not hurting anyone else, shut the fuck up.
Wookiee supremacy is now quicksand kickstand. Right on.
Woo!
Man, I haven't talked to Wookiee supremacy in a while, but yeah.
I know. Usually when I do stream, it's at night, and I guess like he doesn't get alerts or something. Most people don't. I don't really give anybody warning I'm going to stream. I just kind of like, surprise, motherfuckers, and see who shows up. Well, there's times when I have like given people 2 or 3 days advance warning that I'm going to stream, and they even less show up because they forgot or whatever. So I can't find the perfect balance where like a couple of days warning doesn't work. 30 minutes warning doesn't work. I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I'm just going to stream. I'm going to start and y'all can either show up or not. Fuck. Yeah.
I get that. Look, I mean, seriously, I did not intend to do a live stream today. I did not. I had no intention of going live on YouTube today at all. And, you know, I just got bored and I went, okay, here. I'm a YouTuber.
I didn't plan on it either.
I can create content.
Before I fully woke up, I started having intrusive thoughts and started giving me panic. And I'm like, man, I got to do something. I got to go somewhere. And I saw y'all. I'm like, yes. Like, thank goodness.
I came
It's
on here
not
until the
like
time till
it-
the game started. I can't get the Giants feed. All I get is the Mets feed.
And NB Geeks, thank you. NB
Hello,
Geeks.
NB Geek.
Hi.
Grandpa,
Yeah.
take me
Yeah.
back to
I'll take
yesterday.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, less cheese. Sesame seed bun. Right on. Right on. Oh, I love you guys. I really do.
We love you too. It went quiet. Was I not supposed to say that?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
no,
I'm sorry, I
you're
was
allowed
trying-
to say you love me.
It went
of
awkwardly
course.
quiet. I'm like, I'm sorry. Was that a faux pas?
Sorry,
You're
I finally
always
got the
allowed to
Giants.
say you love me. Of course.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I finally got the Giants feed on here, and I hate the Mets broadcasters. I would listen to Coop and Kite baseball game.
So you're listening to the Mets while
Now I'm
watching
listening to-
the Giants.
No.
I
Now
didn't
I'm
know
listening to
anybody
Coop
even
and
listened
Kite.
to the Mets anymore. I didn't even know the Mets were a thing anymore.
No, the only feed I can get for the game when it started was the Mets feed, and I hate the broadcasters. I'd rather listen to Coop and Kite. Now the Giants feed came on, so now I'm listening to Coop and Kite. But it's Fleming, actually.
NB
So I'm
Geeks.
listening and watching the Giants game finally, but it's the top of the second now.
NB Geeks, I just want to
Commercial.
point out that, yes, I am. I got the mustache wax yesterday. I haven't used it yet.
Oh. I've heard
But
that sugar waxing is better, but I have not done it yet.
I've still got the Snidely whiplash, so I'm good.
What?
I got the mustache and the beard. I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, Snidely was the dog. He didn't have a mustache. His owner had the mustache, didn't he?
No,
Snidely Whiplash was the dog.
Snidely Whiplash was the bad guy, the
What was
guy
the
with
dog's
the
name?
curly mustache, and
Yeah, well,
his
I thought
dog
Snidely was the dog.
no Snidely no.
Who's the dog that laughs maniacally?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
who's that?
yes. Oh, that. Oh, who is that dog?
I really thought it was Snidely.
Muttley. Thank you. Quicksand.
Muttley.
Kickstand. Yes,
Oh.
Muttley.
The name is similar. I was like, okay. It's been a long time. My bad.
Oh my goodness. Quicksand kickstand. Speaking of pain, I've got a nasty sciatic pinch that I self-medicate with THC, which works great for a lot of people.
Yeah,
you're gonna need a chiropractor for that.
Right now, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, unfortunately, the THC does not work for me.
I'm trying to grow something that will.
And considering the fact that my legs barely work now, if I do the THC, if I take the marijuana and my legs stop working, someone actually has to drag me to my bed. So I choose not to do marijuana anymore, but that is a personal choice.
Indeed.
I'm going to take off because the game is back on and I can hear the Giants beat, so I'm going to watch the game.
All righty, Lahu. It was nice having you here. And I'm going to post the link if NB Geek wants to come back, come on the panel.
Later, weirdos.
There it is, StreamYard.
Hugs.
So NB Geek can come up here and chit chat if he wants to. When I go to the doctor in Indiana and they ask, "Do you do any illegal drugs?" I say, I go to Illinois to get the THC product. So yeah, it's fine.
Nice.
And they say, "Oh, we don't care about that."
Finally, some acceptance over here.
My primary care doctor actually told me that I should start doing marijuana.
Nice.
Well, the problem is that when I ate the gummy,
Oof.
it stripped away the
Eating it's a
surface.
little different than smoking it, my friend. Oof.
Yeah, it stripped away all the surface pain that I was dealing with, and it made all of the nerve pain just go, "Wah!" So it was huge, and I was like, I can, it hurts so
Maybe the milligram was
much.
maybe the milligram was too high.
But here I've got the camera on anyway, so there. See?
I can't look at
Right?
it and tell you what milligram that is.
Like,
I
for
can't.
God's sake, I
Oh
could take
wait.
one.
Oh, that's weed.
I
Yeah, I
could just
got you.
take one of these buds and just put it in the end of my cigarette, and well, it doesn't do me any good. I'm really glad that it does other people good.
Right.
I'm really
The
glad that
THC gives me
it helps
anxiety
other
attacks.
people. It does not help me one bit. Not one bit.
Right. Same. Makes me worse actually.
Yeah, it makes me worse too, unfortunately. And I've got
Like
all
CBD,
of this
CBD
right
is
here.
okay, but like THC, I have a sensitivity to it, so it'll give me like a panic attack, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I did CBD for 2 months, right? So
I
I
wish
was
I could
taking.
afford to. Fuck, very expensive.
It's very expensive, yes, but
My
I was
Klonopin is like
taking.
$13, but yeah, if I want CBD, it's gonna cost me $70. I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, and I was taking it for 2 months, and it did not help me at all.
Mine's mental pain, I guess. So it calms
Well,
that shit a little bit.
fair enough, and that is often what most people are going through is mental pain versus
Yeah, that's
physical
why like
pain,
mental health is like
right?
one of my top priorities on like I mean, I didn't list it as one of my top priorities, but it is because right now the Republicans who are my party and God, what the hell has happened to them? They're I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a right to be worried about gun control, abortion, this and that. Like they're not wrong for feeling the way they do. But I really feel like mental health should be really right up there with that because they pretend they give a shit about the mental health, the 22 suicides a day, but they're not using mental health as a platform to try to offer a better solution. And I'm like, you're gonna either care about it, or you fucking don't, y'all.
Yeah,
You know,
and Quicksand Kickstand says edibles are an entirely different animal. I agree with her.
right?
Yes, they are a
Yeah,
totally
once they
different animal.
process through the system different. It hits you like a ton of bricks. You're like, whoa!
And then,
I tried a
of
gummy
course,
one time and never again.
we've got our resident troll, Kronos.
We
Poor
love
mental
Cronus.
peeps. Poor mental peeps.
Yes, thank you, Cronus. Although, like, I'm not even mad about that. Like, you're right. Thank you.
No, it absolutely, yeah, and physical
It's all about
pain,
how someone says it, you know?
physical pain, and mental pain. You're going to deal with both, right? And so my physical pain, like I can't run anymore. I can barely walk anymore. And I used to be one of those guys who could do any physical activity ever. And now I can't. And so I'm dealing with that, not just here, but also down, in my physical areas that don't work anymore.
And that takes a mental toll.
It does. And so, yes,
And a mental toll will eventually manifest into a physical ailment of some kind.
that does happen.
No way.
Yes. People with like Munchausen's, right? They think themselves into being sick.
That's hypochondria.
Hypochondria, Munchausen disease. Same thing.
Munchausen is
Yeah.
where you purposely try to make yourself sick to get attention and go to the hospital. Where hypochondria is like the paranoia of being sick so much that you start to actually feel physical
Okay.
ailments of it.
I see where you're drawing the line on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
One you can one is like a mental health issue where you're so desperate for attention that you'll do like stupid things, and the other one is
So
kind of is
instead
one
of
you can't really help.
okay, so you're saying that Munchausen is when you drop a cap full of Lysol into the stew that you make, right? And so that Lysol makes
And then
everybody
you
sick
eat it, and
because
then you get yourself sick, and
you're
then you go
ingesting the
want
Lysol.
attention.
Okay, so that's Munchausen's versus
Well, Munchausen by proxy is when you're like, you do it to someone else so you can look like a hero and a good caregiver and get attention that way. Because, oh, this poor sick child, or oh, this poor sick person I'm taking care of, when you're actually making them sicker.
I've been a caregiver for so long that I can't imagine why people would do that.
They're mentally ill. They need some kind of mental help. I don't know what. I mean, I'm sure different cases there's different reasons why they do it, but they need mental health care. Like, yeah,
Yes.
like if you purposely are making people sick just for attention, you need help, bruh. Ooh.
You really do need help if you're doing that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And like I said, I've been a caregiver for years at this point. You know, when my dad was dying in 2000, I was a caregiver for him. When my mom was dying 2 years ago, I was a caregiver for her, and my brother, I'm still a caregiver for him. I actually talked to his social worker this morning just to make sure that we're all on the same page, getting him the care he needs. I don't understand why someone would make someone else sick in order to be a caregiver for that person that they made sick. That is
because they want to
insane.
feel like they're in control. They want to feel. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this because it's such a weird ass situation. They like the attention that the people are giving them for being such a great person. They're so desperate. They're so desperate for attention. They're so desperate for praise that they want, and it's a control thing too. I think they want that person to look to them and need them, and so that feels like that gives them some kind of purpose and meaning to have someone need you desperately.
Moira, Nina, you two have known me for nearly 3 years now, right? I think we're coming up on 3 years in May, right? And so
I don't know
we've known each other for a long time,
right?
And I don't understand. How do I say it? I don't understand why people would want to be. I don't understand why anyone would want to be me.
I don't know. I mean,
I had to sit there and I had to tell my sister, like, okay, yes, mom is going to die tomorrow. I had to tell my sister that, and she still was fraught with, anger and frustration that mom died the next day. I was like, yes, she's going to die tomorrow. You know that.
But people aren't ready for that. They don't want to accept that. And I don't blame them.
NB Geek, Grandpa Greek.
Hey, what's up, CCDV, Nina, Moya? How are you doing today?
Hello.
Good to see you all.
Hey there, buddy.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
My daughter was supposed to have a child. Supposed to be born in June. Unfortunately, she had a miscarriage. I was so looking forward to being a grandpa. I'm so glad that you get to be a grandpa. That's fantastic.
Yeah, my grandson coming up next month, man. He's gonna be 1 year old. Just a little more than a month. He's going to be
That
one.
is fantastic. That is
Indeed.
fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see him and my daughter again. Not sure when. My father-in-law, I know, is coming down. Or it's not coming. Well, technically, he's coming down because he's further north in Indiana than I am. But he's coming down to spend time with us. It's been hard on him the last few months since losing his wife. That and you know, unfortunately,
No.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's that.
And unfortunately, the way it happened was just like, oh God, I got to be the one to do it again because, and I really wasn't because I had gotten a call that her grandmother had died, and I was the one who had to tell her that, and then she was up getting ready for work, and I hear her phone ring, and I'm like, who the hell is calling at this time of the morning? And then I look, and it's her brother, and I'm like, no. I was like, God, no, please, no. Because I knew there is no reason he would be calling this early unless it was something bad.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. In
When I saw his
August.
name pop up, oh, sorry.
Well, no, I was gonna say in August of last year, right? My sister called me and said, "Did you know that Aunt Debbie died?" No, no one told me. No one told me.
Oh,
I was in the truck and I was driving, or the car. I had the Volkswagen at the time. I was in the car and driving the next day to get out here. And yes, my uncle, it took him 6 months. August, September, October, November, 4 months. Okay, 4 months. It was 4 months of depression for him because he lost his wife. Right? And so 4 months of depression that actually turned out pretty good, actually, considering it could have gone a lot longer. But he and I are doing well now. Nina, of
My
course,
father-in-law
is
is
here as
fortunate
well.
enough to live. Well, my father-in-law is mostly fortunate. All his children live nearby, and his son, my brother-in-law, has been living at the house pretty much his whole life. But he's not a moocher. He's never been a moocher. He's not that type of person. He
Okay.
works. He has a job. He contributes to the house. He always helped out with the family. You know, he was no moocher because I hate moochers.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I don't get along with my father very well because he mooched off me of all people. And I'm sorry, that's just kind of a line you don't cross. First off, you don't mooch off your son. Second of all, not a good idea to disrespect the woman of the house, especially when that's my wife.
Yeah. You do not do that.
Yes, of course. I tried never to be a moocher. I worked at LAX when I was in Los Angeles, taking care of my dad and living with my grandfather and all that stuff. I worked at LAX. I gave money to people that, whenever I could. I was paying off bills myself in 2000. I tried never to be a moocher. Never. Yeah, I went back into the army in 2001. Of course, you know that. And so that's where I lived, and I supported my family and everything. So now here I am. I've been unemployed for 3 years, but I'm not unemployed. Does that make sense?
No,
I mean,
you're disabled.
making dinner, cleaning the kitchen, all that stuff, that's not an unemployed guy. I just don't have a taxable job. anymore. But
You are
I
a
still
dis-
do all of that.
but you are also a disabled veteran. That is a key difference. You are a
Yeah.
disabled veteran. Whereas the only difference between you and me and my wife is we're retired disabled veterans. They kind of cheated you out of that part. But at least you
Yeah,
got the
they
100%.
did. Yeah, I've got the 100% permanent total, so my kids get tuition for free, and I've got
Yeah.
the pension for life and all that stuff. But yes, I should have had my retirement. 18 years and 3 months. I mean,
They could have
seriously,
they
a year and a
swung
half, a
they
year and
could
a
have
half.
yeah.
They should have allowed me to
They
do a
could have
year and a
swung that.
half.
Yeah.
They could have put you on
So
they could have put you on an administrative job for 18 months and called it a day. You and
I
I
was
both know
already
that.
I was already contract specialist. I was literally sitting at a desk
Yeah,
every day.
exactly. You were already stateside. You were done with your combat time and everything. You weren't jumping out of a plane anymore, doing any of the boots on the ground stuff. You were, back in the
They
rear with the gear. You would have been able to have handled I really believe that there is no reason you couldn't have been able to get to those 18 months, or at least it let you
I
get to that last 6 months so you could drop your papers.
right, yeah, yeah, exactly. I had plenty of leave. I had plenty of leave. I could just drop that for the last 3 months of my career. The chain of command wouldn't let me. My ex-wife wouldn't let me. She saw the $150,000 and went, okay, we're going to take that. And I said, $150,000 now versus 20 years of pension.
Look at the plus side, though. You are not married to her anymore.
That is correct.
You did not retire, so she has no access to. She cannot get your disability because that is not considered. If you had retired, she would have probably gotten a portion.
She would have gotten 50%.
Income.
Yeah, she would have gotten 50%
of
my
your
pension.
50%.
Yeah.
But because you're disabled, she doesn't get any of that shit.
She doesn't, and I give her money. I give her money at the first of the month because I still have kids.
I have to do the same thing.
I still have kids. I'm not required to pay child support because I'm on disability, so that's a good thing. However, I still give her money at the first of the month because they're my kids. They're my kids, and I love them.
Well, it's like I told some people. I said, I've had some people who were like on Twitter and stuff, and I've been like, you think politics matters when you're talking about parents and their kids? I said, politics will go out. I said, I don't care how partisan you are. For the most people, politics will go out the fucking window when you fuck with Mama and Papa Bear.
Chrono says, forgive me if I don't give a flying flick about the military. You know more about the military than a lot of people I've talked to. Chronos, you know about the military. Come on now.
Oh, just think before you know it, the VA is going to have Space Force veterans.
That is going to be so weird. That is going to be so weird.
I know a buddy of mine, and I think I've told you this story. I know a buddy of mine. He's an E9. He's a Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force, and he was offered to transfer over to the Space Force so he could be part of the enlisted leadership to stand up a new branch. And literally I was I've talked to him. I was like, dude, I asked him, I was like, how's it going setting up this new branch? I mean, what's it like? I mean, being this part of history of a new branch. And he really enjoys it. I mean, he's a great leader.
Let me interrupt you here just for a second. For those out in the audience who are listening, E9 is the highest enlisted rank you can get.
Yep. Whether you're a sergeant major in the Army, master chief petty officer in the Navy, Coast Guard, or a chief master sergeant in the Air Force, Space Force, the point of the matter is, here's the
E9
thing.
is the highest enlisted.
1% of the entire enlisted ranks ever make it that high, ever make it to that point. It is congressionally mandated that the top two tiers, the E8 and E9s, only 3% of our military can be them in any branch of service.
I would have been eligible for E9 or E7 or E8. Sorry, E8. I would have been eligible for E8 if they had let me stay in.
I was eligible for E8, but unfortunately they changed it to where we started going before boards for Master Sergeant E8. And
like a physical board, like you literally had to stand
board. No,
wow.
not that kind of board. No, not a physical board.
Okay, yeah, the
Just
paperwork board.
Like
a
board where they look at your package. Yes,
right.
Exactly.
That's how I got about. E7. Yeah, they looked at my packet
exactly.
and they said E7 fine. Okay, I would have been eligible for E8 at the time. Well, again,
I was eligible for E8 3 years in a row, and when I was eligible, and 2 of those years I did not make the score, and the last year was when they put the package together, which unfortunately in the Air Force the deck was stacked against me at that point and my wife, just because of the way they wanted things done in the Air Force. And I was kind of like, yeah, once I didn't make E8, once I found out I didn't make E8 at my 18-year mark, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm leaving at E6 in 20. It was mainly because I was like, I was willing to do 1 extra year to get that high 3. And I know you know what I'm talking about. But I was like, I'm not doing 2 more years. I was like, I'll do 21 years, but not 22.
I do want to show Mountains of Elysium's post. My uncle's ex-wife once took him to court to demand more money because her boyfriend didn't want to work, and she felt that her uncle should have supported them.
I got
really that is a thing. I hope that case did not go against them.
Oh, CCDV, I got a good one for you. When I was in California and I got custody of my daughter, so legal and physical custody, I actually went to court and said, hey, look, I know she can't pay child support, so I'm not suing her for child support because I know she can't pay it because she doesn't work. Can I just, get my alimony squashed so I don't have to pay her because I'm the one taking care of the child? I still had to pay the goddamn alimony for another year and a half after I got sole legal and physical custody of my daughter, and she paid nothing. And then to top it all up, the cherry on top was when she knew exactly when I was going to stop, because of course I knew exactly when I could stop paying her. And she actually texted me. She goes, I know you don't have to pay me anymore, but would you please help our daughter's mother out? I'm thinking, I didn't even answer. I actually looked at my wife, Rachel. I was kind of like, can you lay the balls on this bitch?
I am one of the lucky few who got divorced, and she remarried less than a year after we divorced. And lucky so you. I only had to pay alimony for like 8 months. And it all came out of my paycheck when I was working at the Grand Canyon Railway. It all came out of my paycheck. So I never saw it.
Yeah,
so it was all that. And then she got remarried. And then I got custody of the 2 kids. And so she was supposed to be paying me child support.
April Fools!
And she never paid me any money. I still give her money every month, but that's
Mara, you knocked off your kitty.
Meow.
meow.
My emotional support kitty. Come here, Bob.
Aw, hello,
Oh.
kitty.
Hey, you
Oh, look
two.
at that there.
My
Come here,
my
Danky.
two cats. It's so funny. My cats, Mitters and Mocha, are actually laying next to each other, which they don't do very often. But every now and again, they want to snuggle next to each other, and it's so funny when they do. And since my wife has left the job she has and is now home, our female cat Mitters is like, "Oh, you're home. Welcome back. Now I'm going to monopolize your time. Let me sit behind you. Let me sit in front of you. Let me sit on your lap. Let me get in front of your computer." Nina, you know what I'm talking about when cats are like, "Oh, you're back. Now you're on my time."
That's
Oh,
right.
Nina will not stop talking about her cats.
No, never. They're my babies.
She will not stop talking about her cats. I'm gonna get you back to Tucson very soon. I am. But honestly, you need to stop talking about your cats.
No, never. They're my babies.
What do you want her to
Why
talk about?
can't you talk about her cats? Cats are awesome. That's Bob. He's my emotional support cat.
Mr. CCDB does not like animals.
Well, maybe they just don't like him. Meh.
There you
That's
go.
not true. That's not true. I've had 3 service dogs. 3.
Yes.
Right. Colby was the best service dog ever. Jackie was fantastic. Ellie was the best service dog I've ever had. Ellie was the best service dog. She was so fantastic. And yet I still don't want to pick up their shit, and I don't want to
Nobody
feed them
does.
3
Nobody
times
likes
a
that part.
day. I don't want to, I have to cook myself dinner. That's what I want to do. I just cook myself dinner.
Yeah, what's for dinner tonight?
Yeah. Well, tonight I don't know. Last night,
we're having tonight. We're having tacos.
Last night, I took Nina down to the VFW, and we had fish and chips last night with baked beans.
You know, I actually
weird.
You know, I actually asked on oh, sorry, Nick. I actually asked on a Facebook page, CCDV. You might be interested in this Facebook page. It's called Veteran to Veteran. And I actually asked at one point. I was like, "Veterans of Foreign Wars." I'm like, I'm an Iraq vet. I'm a Afghan vet, but I am not a combat vet like my wife or you are, because I did not. I didn't serve in country, so I actually was asking.
I am also not a combat vet. I've never actually been in combat. Like I've never fired my rifle in anger. Never. However, I was there when we went into Iraq. I was there in 2005 as well, and then in 2011 when we closed Iraq, I was there for those 3 events.
Then you are a combat vet. Then you are by definition a combat vet.
But I never fired my rifle, right?
No, that has nothing to do
with
it.
The VFW is not veterans who've only shot guns, dude. It's people who've been in like in zones and
foreign wars, right? Exactly.
Yeah, if you were over in another country and like there was combat situations going on, it counts. You were in a combat zone, even if you didn't actually like get into a firefight.
Well, that's why I have that, Mara. That's why I have the difference on like the back of my truck. I have Afghan vet, Iraq war vet, but on my wife's we have Iraq vet, and then we have Afghan combat vet because my wife was in country. Right. So she is by justification, just like by definition, just like CCTV, they're combat vets. And there is a reason why I point that out, because there is a distinction, and I hate, and CCDV knows this about me, and I know he probably agrees. I hate false valor people. Hate them.
Right?
Hate them
Yeah,
with every fiber of my being. I
I,
hate false valor more when it's a veteran, because I'm like, what? You actually are going to
yeah,
lie about your service? That's even worse than
I,
somebody lying that they were in
So
and
I think a lot do it because it's really hard to like, get
I,
those records and prove them different.
I don't even have a Bronze Star. My highest award is a Joint Commendation Award. That
that's
is
my
my
highest award.
highest award, is a Joint Commendation Award. I've got 3 the medals that go on the right side of your chest. I've got 3 for that because I was there, I was there, I was there. So I have those 3 on the right side of my chest. On the left side of my chest, or the left side of my chest, I have 3. The right side of my chest, my highest award is the Joint Commendation. That's it. Joint Commendation. I don't have a Bronze Star. I don't have a Silver Star. I don't have anything with a Valor device or anything. I never claim to have anything that I don't have.
No, I'm in a similar area with you. My highest award I was ever honored as far as medal was my Joint Service Commendation Medal. That's my highest award,
Yeah,
and that's fine.
the Joint Service Commendation Medal. There's nothing wrong with that, and that is my
No,
highest medal.
Everybody
and
got
my wife
something
has
worked-
several.
I worked with Air Force. I
And my
worked
wife
with
has several.
Navy. I worked with the Marine Corps. I worked with all of these people, and that's where I got the Joint Commendation Medal from, right? And
Yeah,
so
I got mine when I was mine was awarded to me at MacDill Air Force Base when I worked for the Defense Intelligence Agency, which our section was composed of Air Force, Army, and Navy. Marines were there, but Marines were part of MARCENT because we had MARCENT, we had AFCENT, we had JSOC, we had all those, but I was at DIA, which was a joint operation unit, military at that particular area of the Defense Intelligence Agency.
yeah.
And I was my wife has. I'll tell you what. One of the greatest things I remember was we had this senior master sergeant, E8, Air Force. He got back from a deployment and he was getting ready to retire. Which is fine because I'm sure a lot of people in the Air Force, they'd go on one last deployment and then to come back and do their retirement. They wanted to get that one last deployment in before they retired. I don't know why, but that just was a thing in the Air Force. I don't know if that was similar in the Army, but
it was
like,
not the same in the Army.
more.
No, I know there were officers who when we were there in 2003, there were officers who would literally show up in Kuwait and then drive across the border into Iraq to the very first base in Iraq and then drive back to Kuwait so that they could get the combat patch. It's like, really? That you literally drove into Iraq and then drove back in the same day, and you get the same combat patch that I got for
Sounds
being
like
there for an entire year?
Sounds like a lieutenant to me.
Little bastards.
Those damn butter bars. But
You know,
yeah, but I mean, my wife, when this one this senior master sergeant was retiring, he found out that a lot of people who had, like my wife, had PCA to another location on the base, and other people at PCS, that decorations that he felt they were justified at, they had not been written up, and he was pissed. And out of nowhere, he stopped me. He's like, Sergeant Reed. I'm like, yes, senior. And he's like, I am so fucking sorry for your wife not getting that decoration. I'm like, Oh, they didn't put her in? I thought they did. It goes, oh, it has not been put in yet, but it fucking will be. And tell her I'm sorry. This medal is going through come hell or fucking high water by my name before I retire. He said, he said, your wife and several others were screwed, and I'm not taking it.
I was submitted.
And, oh
for
boy, guess what? Guess what? All those people got their decoration.
Of course they did. Yes, I was submitted for the Meritorious Service Medal 3 times, and I did not
Wait
get
a minute. How were you in E7? You did get an MSM. That's so long. I'm sorry. That's almost like okay. When you're like E1 through E4 achievement medal, E5, E6, E7 commendation medal, E7 and above an MSN. I mean, that's a fucking given.
It should have.
I don't mean in Moya. We are probably talking well above everybody's head on this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
You are correct. I should have been given the MSM. I should have been. I was submitted for it for 3 times, and was denied 3 times.
What was the reason for denial?
I have no idea. I've never had what do they call that? The non. Okay, so you go to a non-judicial punishment. I've never had an Article 15 or Article 32. Never had those. I had 1 bad counseling statement once in my entire 18-year career. 1 bad counseling statement. 1. So why was I denied the MSM?
Honestly,
somebody's a douchebag.
You pissed somebody off.
Obviously, I guess.
You rubbed somebody the wrong way.
I don't know.
Somebody the wrong way.
I don't know how I made E7 and pissed somebody off so I couldn't get an MSM for my retirement.
Yeah,
but whatever.
That's the thing right there. The MSN at your retirement doesn't give you any extra points, but it's kind of when you're at that rank of E7 and above, an MSN is kind of especially for all your service and your dedication and your rank, it's kind of expected.
For those folks who are still listening to us, E7 is very difficult to get. It is very difficult to get.
I didn't get it. I didn't make it that far. I made it to E6. CCDV made it to E7.
It is very difficult to get to E7. It is incredibly difficult. And I made it. And I still did not get
a Meritorious Service Medal. Which I've almost that is virtually unheard of for an E7. I mean, that's like you have to fuck up to get denied that.
Right. You gotta.
Then they would take a stripe off you if you fuck up that bad.
Exactly. You gotta be reduced in rank to fuck up that bad. And I didn't.
You don't even have to get reduced in rank. You just got to get, that Article 15. That'll do it, but you don't have to lose rank. But still, to get the Article 15 at that rank.
I never had an Article 15. I never had an Article 32. I never had anything. I never had any disciplinary problems ever. And I still did not get I did not get the respect I deserved as an E7 in the Army.
I got Article 15.
Hey, I'm going to have to hop off because StreamYards eats up my battery power like no other. But,
that's fine,
Laura.
No problem.
Thank you for being here, though.
Love you.
I'm glad you're here. I was glad y'all were here.
I did it right that time. Yeah.
Indeed you did.
Spanish. You can roll that R.
Anyway, lots of hugs.
I got Article 15 one time. I was accused of abusing my rank because first sergeant was claiming to the commander after I had been interviewed for the investigation by the first sergeant that I was lying, that I wanted him to change my run score so I could get a 90 out of 100 and get a free pass day, which made absolutely no sense to me because one, I didn't know we got a free pass. That was not a policy I knew anything about. Two, I had made it very clear to people that I had been very public on, like, I got the push-ups, I got the sit-up, I got the waist. I was like, my run is just not where it used to be. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off a 90 this time. And I had made that very clear. I was like, I don't think I'm going to pull off a 90. I was like, I just don't think it's going to happen. I was, running constantly, but I was like, my run time was just, I was like 3-4 seconds off the time I needed. And I was like,
this is when you were in the Marine Corps?
Air Force. No, this is when I was in the Air
you
Force.
were in the Air Force at this time. Okay.
Yeah, this is when I was in the Air Force, and I did the PT test, and I had my stopwatch on, and I saw my time, and I was like, fuck. I was like, damn it. I was like 4 or 5 seconds. And then I saw the airman who was taking all the numbers and doing the testing, and he had my number.
Wow.
At
look
like
at
2
this.
or 3 seconds ahead of.
NB Geek, if you want to read that?
My grandfather turned down an Irish presidential medal because he said the president was a treasonous coward, turned his back on the republic. Ooh.
Wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to say I cannot speak for that but I will say this.
Yeah, I can't say
there is currently
Irish.
Only one president out of all the presidents that are alive that I have been alive under. I would still honor all of them with a salute, except for one. The current president is the only president I would actually do an about face on and walk off of. I will not forgive him for Afghanistan. I will not forgive that.
I cannot forgive President Obama for fucking up Iraq. I was there at the beginning. I was there in the middle during the surge, and I was there at the end when we closed. I cannot forgive President Obama for Iraq. I cannot forgive him for that. I cannot.
And you have no reason to, and you have every right to feel the way you do. When I was talking with so many people, in fact, I think I even talked with you about it after what happened in Afghanistan. I was like, I'm talking to people I've known for, almost 2 decades. And it's like, we spent the majority of our lives dealing with this war. And it's like, what
we spent 20
what did
years.
We even bother?
What the, yeah. I know.
Yeah, I was talking with some of my our fellow brothers and sisters. Some of them were calling the suicide hotline. And I was like, good, I'm glad you called.
Yes, absolutely. I've used the suicide hotline 5 times. 5 times now. No joke. At 3 o'clock in the morning, when you have not slept for 3 days, right? At 3 o'clock in the morning, you are at your absolute worst. Absolute worst. You cannot get lower than I was when I had to call the veterans hotline. I had to call it. Why? Because it was 3 o'clock in the morning, so I couldn't call my brother or my sister. I couldn't call anybody that I knew. So I called the suicide hotline. Yes, absolutely I did. And
You
I'll
know
never
what?
be
And that
embarrassed.
was a
I
good
will
thing, wasn't
never
it?
I will never be embarrassed about calling that.
Nor
I
should you.
think that the Veterans Hotline is one of the most important things that we have. And yes, I will never
It is
be
one of our
embarrassed. I will
important
tell the story every single time.
The simple
Excuse
thing
me,
is
Mr. CCDV.
What's that,
Richard is
Nina?
not up yet. Has he ever done that?
Richard sometimes sleeps till noon. You want me to check on him?
I'll check on him if you want, but I was just a little worried because ever since I've
He
been
hasn't
here,
been out of the bedroom yet.
not yet.
Okay. NB Geek, please.
actually
Talk.
I it's 2:15 here. I do need to get going.
Okay. Fine.
All right, sorry,
I'll
bud.
end the
Is there anything
stream.
here? I mean, if you guys need me to help out with anything real quick, I can stick around for a few minutes.
I was just gonna ask you to keep talking while I go check on my uncle.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
I'll
stick
be
around
right.
for that. No
I'll be
problem.
right back.
Go, buddy. Go. Don't worry about it. Nina,
Yeah.
you over at your sissies?
Yes, I'm over at Mr. CCDB's.
Ah,
Been here for over a month and it's wonderful. But now I'm worried about
Ah.
Richard. That's his uncle.
You all right? What time is it? 11:30.
I hear voices, so that sounds good.
His voice.
You were awake till 5 this morning?
Well, he does that a lot too. He's awake until
You good now?
early in the
So you're
morning.
enjoying the new.
All right.
So you're enjoying the new location, huh?
Not used to you.
Oh yes, it's nice. I just don't like the state.
The what?
California. I hate California is the worst state.
I don't know. New York would probably say, "Hold my beer and watch this shit."
I can do that.
Well, it's ridiculous.
I'll make sure it's hot then for you.
I don't know. I haven't lived in California in a long time, and nor would I want to. Like I said, I prefer living in the sticks of Indiana. Far face, I don't care. A red, blue, liberal, conservative, progressive. Everybody just pretty much leaves everybody the fuck alone.
I like Texas. Texas
What was
is
that?
good. Texas.
Oh, Texas. My grandmother, my great grandmother lives in Texas with her husband. I haven't been to Texas since 2000 and I haven't been to Texas in about 19 years.
Wow.
Pretty sure it's been 19 years. Yeah, it was 2003 the last time I was in Texas.
Right. The camera was on the whole time I was gone, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right. You muted
He's
it.
fine.
That's what's important.
Yeah, my
All right,
uncle's
guys.
fine.
I'm gonna go torture myself and go watch freaking Star Trek Picard so I can do a really shitty.
Oh, ouch! Yeah, you're definitely gonna torture yourself.
No. Yeah, you know what? At this point, it can't be any worse than. Well, it could be, but it can't be any more boring than the fact that I watched 3 hours of what was supposed to be a Batman.
Californication.
Yeah, little red hot chili peppers there, baby.
I always have it. Always a good time with Kronos. Always. All right, and geeks, go and torture yourself with Picard.
All right, man. You guys have a blessed one.
All right, Nina. We've been live for 2 hours. I think we can wrap it up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you and Danny are talking.